I don't understand the internet. Like, where do we hold all of the information in the internet? Is there crystals, or what's holding the information?
It's usually some kind of like hard drive technologies.
What are those made of?
What's that?
What are they made of?
Yeah, I think ultimately it's
So
silicon.
that would be a crystal.
Yeah.
I heard it recently. There are crystals, yeah.
Yeah.
There.
Okay. That's all that wants to be.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, welcome to Channel 1 News. I'm Michael. This is Tyler, and we're filming these on a couple of crystals. This kind of goes back to, I like this video because it kind of goes back to the NFT issue we're having, where like, what is it? And the more I think about the internet, the more it makes sense, but the technology, the hardware doesn't make sense. Like I get that we're sharing computers.
Yeah.
But how? Like, how are we doing
It's
that?
crystals.
You know? Yeah, it's crystals.
That
right?
video made me very happy for
I
some
do
reason.
too. I like that everyone clapped for it too. They're all like,
sure, yeah, she got her answer. She got the answer she
She's
wanted.
content. I really like her.
Is there crystals or is there not? Okay, that's all that matters
That's
to
all
me.
that matters to me.
That's all
That line was the best. That's all that
I'm
matters
sure
to
if
me.
you break down the minerals that make up
Some
these
kind of
hard
crystals,
drives and shit, there's probably some crystals involved.
Yeah, I feel like she got her answer that she wanted, and they didn't get too stressed. Given that's one of those things.
Nobody
where
left unhappy.
Misinformation in that case is not a problem. Where like if someone explained to me that computers work with crystals, and I'd be like, yeah, fucking yeah, sure, and it wouldn't make me.
And
wouldn't change my mind any at all.
Nobody's worse off for that answer.
Yeah, exactly. I would just it's crystal.
It's fine. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, exactly.
It's okay.
I really like that. I mean, but it is kind of crazy though. Like that, all the things. There's so much on the internet, right? There's so much bullshit. You know, like dumb fucking podcasts and like cats. Like that's like 90% of just like that's just in a warehouse of boxes. You know,
Yeah,
like
it's in
just,
Amazon's warehouse.
It's just somewhere, you know, and it's just like, yeah, we'll just save that for eternity. Just save that for eternity in this Guatemalan Amazon store. Like it's crazy.
They deserve to take my information. All the storage that they're paying for.
They can have it, but why don't I? If there's, you know, this is why I know it's some bullshit. Because if they can store and have the facilities for all of this, you can completely calculate how much of my information you're using and kick me back some commission fees. Like I know you can, but you won't. Because why would you? But I know you can. The technology certainly exists.
Well, what should they pay you for?
I should get a commission fee for my information being used by Amazon.
So they should pay you for being you?
No, for them, not for being me, but
Universal basic income, it's coming.
If they're gonna use my information to help companies like sell more product with like, I guess they get my, you know, they sell that information to those companies buy it.
Mm-hmm.
They just sold my information. Kick me back some scratch, bro. Like you use my information to make money.
They
like,
do it. They give you TikTok.
I guess that's cool. But also our numbers on TikTok are fucking ass, dude. That app is not
Yeah, you guys aren't helping.
You guys aren't helping.
You guys aren't helping.
Yeah. Anyway, maybe I'm just yelling into the clouds, but I mean I am, but that's
into the clouds.
I wanna just like give me my money, you know, to like Amazon.
The Amazon cloud, the Apple cloud.
Wow, yeah, sorry, that one
the
flew
Google
right by
cloud.
me. Yeah, no, it's fine. There's a lot going on. Speaking of things going on, I wore these socks today in honor of Kodak Black.
Kodak Black.
We're gonna explain to the readers here, the readers of this podcast.
There's a debate.
There's a debate.
There's a debate.
Oh well, let's get to the thing first. Let's explain it.
Well, I gotta get them excited first.
So get them excited.
There's a debate.
Everyone's pumped. So Kodak Black was invited to the Florida Panthers hockey game, and they were doing a great job. They were taking him around the arena. They were showing the billboards, and they were. Oh, you're gonna show the video? Oops. Okay. Thanks, Angela.
Oops.
So we're gonna go ahead and go right through that. So they showed him the billboard, and they gave him a box seat for. Are we allowed to show that video? Are we gonna care? Nobody's gonna fucking care. It's fine.
I don't think there's nudity.
There's
or
no
anything.
nudity.
Okay, cool. So it'll be fine. So Kodak is on he gets a box seat right next to all the owners and executives of the Florida Panthers, and some guy sees some nonsense going around here. Here you go.
Yeah.
Circle it if you can when you edit, if you can remember. So it looks as though Kodak is banging.
Just
dude.
banging that thing?
He's throwing that thing around in the Stanley Cup.
That thing thanging?
That thing's thanging in the NHL, bro. He's got it's just a crazy, another like iconic Kodak Black moment. Like,
but was he dancing or were they danging?
Were they danging?
They're danging.
They were danging or dancing. New segment, danging or dancing.
Danging or dancing.
I personally think they were dancing from this other angle here.
Yeah. Where's his pants?
They're up.
They're up, right?
They're up around his body.
Okay.
But again, we don't really know what's going on here. But yeah, Kodak was getting it in, man, and like it's a funny thing being from Florida and being like a Florida Panthers hockey fan, and no one gives a shit about hockey and no one ever cares. And I'm again just another subject that I'm yelling about how much I enjoy. And the Panthers are having their best year ever, and nobody cares until Kodak Black bangs some girl next to the owner of the team, which, well,
that's way
for
more
good
exciting.
reason. Yeah, exactly. For good reason. It's way better. But it makes me think about franchises like that, like sports people who are run by these like, billionaires, whatever they are, and how bad they are at marketing a sport. And then something like that happens on accident, like a total accident, because they had a half decent idea by getting a South Florida celebrity from a demographic that doesn't primarily pay attention to this sport. That's like a pretty solid idea just on its own. It would have been like pretty cool. And then Kodak's like fucking like that's awesome.
Maybe it was their idea. They're like,
yeah,
hey,
it's an industry plant, dude.
They're like, hey, you should get thanging.
Danging, as he says.
Danging.
They bought him like a stripper or whatever for the
Do you think? No,
for the box.
It'd be interesting, but if it was some kind of, there's a lot of, the TikTok is apparently going all out with these industry plants. I don't know if it's true or not, but there's this industry plant, like the ABCDEFU song was apparently an industry plant, and that one's
Olivia Rodrigo.
It's kind of obvious though. Was she?
I don't know.
That's what they say, huh?
That's what they say, and everybody else in the industry wrote her songs. So
well, that's not. People write songs for the people.
Yeah,
but
that's usually what you do for like this girl needs to be famous,
Well, I think that like Ezra something, the guy from Vampire Weekend, like wrote like half of Lemonade, the Beyonce album.
Industry plant.
So like it's just kind of just how it goes. Like people write songs for folks. It's just they're just like this would sell better if this person did it. Like Avril Lavigne, I just saw a TikTok. Avril Lavigne wrote the song, the Kelly Clarkson hit, "Break Away." Yeah. Like that's Avril Lavigne did it first. I spread my wings and I learned how to fly. I do what it takes to touch the sky. Break a ding, stick a ding, break a ding, and break away. Yeah, that was Avril Lavigne, man. And but yeah, so folks write songs for folks, but yeah, there's also this thing where there's a industry plant for micro influencers is the thing that I saw. Micro
influencers.
So like it was an industry plant for this. The idea, I don't know if it's real. I'll try to find the account. Again, this is a Michael didn't watch because I just kind of watched the TikTok and I didn't know who the guy was.
It was Michael didn't think.
Michael didn't dig into it.
Yeah.
Michael didn't dig into this.
Yeah. Michael didn't dig into this topic per se.
Yeah, but I saw one.
But he's slightly knowledgeable.
So this guy, he's just like a TikTok influencer. You know what? You might have seen his video. He's like, the girl duetted. He was like, "Here's my smallest apartment in New York City."
Oh yeah.
And then the girl did a thing. She was like, "Here's how you should do your room."
Yeah.
And it's going, and apparently that original kid is somehow an industry plant. He's like some guy who's like trying to get into Juilliard, and didn't. But I don't know who he is.
I saw him
what the
make
plan is.
a duet back to that girl.
Right, exactly.
And he's like, "What about guests?"
it's just kind of interesting how how far they're going with industry plants to where it's like, okay, I understand it if it's like musicians and you're just like, we can make a boatload of cash right now. Sure, do that. Of course they're going to do that. But if they can make this much money off influencers, dude, what's going to be like, is it going to be real at all? Is anything going to be real? Like even our micro influencers, our industry planted micro influencers.
Who's funding this?
Some guy, just some dude in his room.
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos. He's stealing my information. He's stealing my micro influencers.
He's a handsome guy.
Yeah, is he? Jeff Bezos is. I don't know. He's
is
the
Jeff
most.
Bezos handsome?
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know in the comments.
I
Write
think
us
Jeff
letters.
Bezos would it be a normally handsome person if he was just a normal guy? But I think because he's so rich and is
He's
going
handsome
through,
when he's standing on the front of a boat.
he's going through it. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying the opposite. I'm saying the opposite.
I'm saying exactly that.
Yeah.
He is going through such a divorce moment these days.
And he's hotter
he looks
for it.
so divorced. No, he does not. He could
is
not look
so
more
hot in
desperate.
space.
That man,
You guys.
So hot
when he
in
wears that
space.
cowboy hat, ooh,
He
girl.
better take me to space, baby.
Take Angelo to space.
Take me to space in that cowboy hat.
I could. I'm gonna vomit. You guys are fucking disgusting. I think he is some kind of warthog.
Have you seen his abs?
I don't need to see his abs.
You haven't seen Jeff Bezos' abs?
No, I've seen
On the front of his boat with that girl?
And you don't think, oh, this guy is going through a midlife crisis?
I don't give a damn what he's going through.
Okay, that now we're on the same page because I don't give a fuck about that guy, but I care a lot. I guess maybe I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think Jeff Bezos is like a daddy of any kind. Besides, he's a money daddy, but I think he's just a divorced.
Look at that.
Fucking, I couldn't be more
Ooh,
disgusted
that
by a
hat.
person, dude.
Covering his baldness. Can't even tell he's bald now with that hat.
I'd pound that,
I think
daddy.
if Jeff Bezos had hair, he'd be uglier.
I think so too.
Yeah,
Probably.
I think he is making. How about I say
It
this?
would make him look too like there'd be too
But
much
that's what I'm
going
saying.
on.
If I didn't know if he was just Bezos, I think he'd be like one of those. I think he would be like a relatively attractive person. But I think because I know he's Jeff Bezos, I just think like industry plant. You know what I mean?
the highest
he's
level.
the industry. He's the highest. He's all the
It's
industries.
a pyramid scheme. It
Yeah.
starts from him,
and for every business,
and
Yeah.
then he pays the Kardashians, and then the Kardashians pay
the kid from
the
TikTok.
kid from TikTok.
Yeah, and then
Probably a lot of levels
pays
between
Kodak
that.
Black is another level of banging the. Yeah, everybody's an
That's why
industry
they have
plant.
A-list celebrities, B-list celebrities. They all
Because it's tier levels.
Yeah, it's tiers.
It's tier levels, and Jeff Bezos
yeah.
at the
Jeff
top.
Bezos is S tier.
S tier.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
I yeah.
He's
Jeff
definitely
Bezos.
glowed up.
The thing about Jeff Bezos is he didn't do the like the Elon Musk hair or the LeBron James like hair thing, and I kind of wish he did because it would look so. He has like a Keegan Michael Key head where wigs just fit him. Like I feel like he
Jeff
could.
Bezos.
Yeah, like if Jeff Bezos just wore wigs.
Yeah.
He like we do, he would. I think he'd look really good in them because he has just one of those heads where it's just like
He could wear
it's gonna go in
cool
any,
guy.
cool guy wig. Yeah, it's
Or-
gonna go into anything. But
What's the wig?
yeah, cool guy wig.
Cool dude wig.
Cool dude
Cool
wig.
dude.
Angelo has a cool dude wig.
Yeah.
Probably look great on Jeff Bezos, just as it looks great on Angelo.
So I gotta talk to you about something kind of fun. I haven't really revealed it to you. You know, part of this story. And for the listeners, I'll have to start from the beginning. So just pretend it's new.
Okay.
So I live in this building.
No.
I do.
Okay.
Facts.
I'll believe it.
And there have been some extracurricular activities with the folks around my neighborhood.
Like karate?
Sometimes.
Like soccer?
No.
Okay.
Drug related, crack related activities that happen in and around this area. So I'm gonna play it from the beginning. So you got a little while. So basically, there is a mailroom in my building where the outside door is unlocked so packages can be in, but the door to my building is actually locked. There are people who go in there to shield themselves from the warmth and the police and just do some crack in there. And that's that. So recently someone put a camera in there to try to scare them off or something. I don't know. Didn't work. And we got a video
He's like,
sent
now
to my
I could
group
be
chat.
famous.
Sent to my video. I want to show this, but here's the thing. We're going to blur his face because we're not trying to get anybody in trouble here. So we're going to blur his face on the thing, okay? You're going to blur it completely. I've made it decided. So go ahead, play whenever you're ready.
Can I just black bar it so we could see the crack?
No,
Yeah, you
no,
gotta see
there's-
the crack.
There's no evidence, dude. I'm not getting this guy in trouble at all. Don't get him in trouble. There's no reason to do that. So we got this video. So there he is. He's like, oh, I'm trying to get in there. He can't get in there. And he goes, okay, let me do some crack. Oh, I guess I'm doing some crack. Did some crack. Breathes it out. And I mean,
It seems so weird just to smoke crack so casually.
yeah, it's just a part of his day, you know. And now he's gone. So as you know, you're aware of that. That's something that's happened.
It's always this building too. Why is it the same guy this building?
He's just one of the guys. But I got a very interesting message in my my group chat for my building, and I'm going to read it to you. And then I think we should discuss what actions I should take.
Okay.
Hey everyone, after my close encounter with the resident crackhead today, I spent some time thinking about how we could get our landlord moving on these issues because frankly, things have been escalating for a while and I don't think anyone likes feeling unsafe in and around their home. I already spoke to my roommates. I'm going to leave them nameless. I almost read their names. After this, but wanted to see where others' heads are at and where they might be as well. Just because I feel like we've been having some like really good communication about our collective building issues. At this point, I'm planning to notify Herman. Oh, fuck. I'm planning to notify my landlord. Don't worry, he doesn't fucking go by that name. Notify my landlord that I will not be paying rent until these serious safety issues have been resolved. It makes no sense to be paying money to somebody that can't be bothered to carry out the absolute bare minimum of his legal obligations as a landlord and has historically been verbally combative with tenants. Remember, you guys don't know this, but my landlord has served 3 years in prison for bribery and blackmail. So pretty much my roommates have proposed a rent strike. Not my roommates, my tenants, whatever.
Your building
tenants,
mates.
building mates. They've proposed a rent strike, which other people say, I agree. I'm down. Yes. People are into it. And I'm at a crossroads here because
I think you should do it.
fucking for one, I want to do it so bad.
Yeah. Don't pay rent for a little bit.
One, it's great. I am worried about the legal ramifications. And further than the legal ramifications, this man is a felon. He literally went to prison. We will link the article because fuck this guy. He is literally, we will link the article where he went to jail for bribing the...
Well, then everyone will know your address.
That's fine. Fuck it. What are they going to do, huh? They're bribing the city to not enforce like health, building codes, and blackmailing one of the tenants, trying to wrongfully evict them by saying he will start a rumor by his company that he has had sex with his own daughter. So this man served 3 years in jail for that. I don't know if he served. He was sentenced.
didn't serve.
Probably not, right? But somehow still able to rent things out, for sure doing it illegally. But
Under a different name.
exactly. But here's the thing is like, I'm nervous about him coming after me for not paying rent. But on the other hand, I don't know how much recourse he has, as he's definitely a former felon, is probably renting this place illegally. And on top of that, genuinely deserves us not to pay rent, as there's crackheads
And there's a
in my
bunch of
building.
you.
Yeah, there's easily 5 of us, and there's 3 floors in my building, 2 buildings apiece. They're all different rooms, but that to me is enough people to at least get him doing shit. I'm kind of with him on that.
Do you agree? Do you
I'm
want
nervous,
you
though.
want Crackhead out?
I mean, he's kind of nice. I'll be honest with you. I have had a conversation with Crackhead. And he didn't do crack when I had the conversation with him.
I mean, are you going to show the video? Are you going to show the one
of the
of
crackhead?
you?
No.
With the crackhead?
I can tell you about that as well, but I'm not going to show the video because this is me
I think that would
manipulating
be-
information.
That would
So
be
I guess
fun.
I'll tell the story then.
Yeah.
So here's the story, right? There was a guy standing in the mailroom before we got the alert that they were doing crack, and before I had access to knowing there was a camera around. There was someone in the room, so I walked downstairs and left, and it's a small room as you saw in the video. And as I left, he said, "Hey, I got to get in there," and he didn't look suspicious. He just looked like a guy wearing a puffer jacket and some jeans. So I let him in. I came back and I opened the door and he's laid out like a starfish in front of my staircase. And I'm like, hey man, you gotta go. And he goes, Happy New Year's, man. Can I have 10 more minutes? And I said, absolutely not, dude. You gotta get up and go. I gave you 10 minutes. You don't even belong here. I let you in because I thought you lived here. And he goes, oh, okay, man, I get it. And he was pretty cool. He was pretty cool about it. I did say, like, he did get a little mad at me when I was like, I can't have you doing drugs in here. He was like, I don't do drugs. Which, one, fucking liar. Like, you lied to me twice today, dude. Like, that's really what made me upset. He definitely is a liar.
Fool me once.
But I can understand him being upset about, someone accusing you of doing drugs like that. Like, I'd be upset too. Just maybe I wouldn't, but that's because I'm not doing drugs. But if I was doing drugs, I'd be like, hey, don't fucking say that shit. But other than that, he got up. He got out. He said Happy New Year again as I left. This was like the 2nd of January. And
still appropriate.
More than appropriate. It's like
you get like all of January.
Yeah, you say you get
pretty much all of January. At least halfway.
All of January.
At least halfway.
The Larry David rule is like the 8th or something. He's like, after the 8th of January, he says it's something. I don't know. But
maybe it's the first week, I guess.
To me, it's like, yeah, you get the first week. I think you get the first week.
If it's somebody that you don't talk to that often, maybe you have like a month. But if it's somebody that like you could have easily talked to.
If I said Happy New Year to you right now, I think you'd be like, Happy New Year.
Well, we were together on New Year's, so that'd be crazy.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Sure. Yeah, okay.
We kissed on New Year's. You said it then.
Mm-hmm. I did.
That's like saying hi twice.
It's like saying Merry Christmas on Angela's birthday.
People do that all the time.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, so back to this issue here is I don't know, like, I don't know if I'm gonna do it because I'm super nervous. This is the first time I'm gonna like go up against a guy who I know is super shady. It's not a vibe that he's shady. He's legally shady.
Fact.
Yeah, he's like, based on the courts, shady. More than shady, a criminal, I definitely respect him less than the crackhead. The crackhead's on drugs and I hope he gets better. Herman is just a piece of shit.
Yeah.
We got to keep blanking the names out. I can't keep dropping these names. But he's just kind of a piece of shit. You said you're going to post
the article.
That's true too.
It says all of his names.
You're right. Man, you're right. I guess if we're going to post the article, anyway, fuck it. Who cares? Well, I'll figure out how I feel about it and I'll let you know. But,
okay. There's a lot of bleeping that's about to happen.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll say landlord.
Herman.
All right. Fuck it. We'll post his name. And, I respect, like, that guy's just trying to do crack in the warmth. He's just trying to do crack in the warm. He's just trying to do crack in the warm,
That's the best way to do crack.
And I can understand that, like crack. It's like 18 degrees out there. So I feel for him. But also I do kind of agree that he shouldn't do that in my building. But they were saying that we were unsafe. I was like, I don't think I'm unsafe. I've talked to that guy. He's super nice. It's definitely not a safety concern.
It feels like heroin then maybe, like if people are just having like needles out and about.
Yeah, and again, don't get me wrong. Don't do crack in my building. Like, I don't want that.
You kind of sound like you're for it.
I'm not for it, but I don't want them thinking he's this violent criminal. Like, they're literally like, I've called the cops on him. And, like, I get that you got to stop it, but, like, I don't know. I guess I have a moral issue with having people who are on drugs arrested. I don't think it's helpful. I don't think you're helping this guy by getting him arrested. All you're doing is putting like a criminal record on him, taking money from him, putting him deeper into this hole that he's already in. You think he's going to come out of there and be like, yeah, like things are going well? Like, no, he's going to go out of dude, if I went to jail for doing crack, I'd be like, I'm already in jail for doing crack. I might as well keep doing crack.
Yeah, I feel like
it's not deterring me.
I feel like the only reason why you might want to do the strike is like for other bad actors getting in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
and
he's just breaking the mold. You know,
right?
Like
there's only one other person that could fit in there though. Like in that room, you know what I mean?
Like, I know this good spot.
The idea,
well, yeah, he could say
the door is open.
That's the thing. That's the thing is I do need to deter it from being there.
You just need to replace that.
The idea exactly.
They got to replace that whole shit with like a code.
That door needs to be a code, and
that door is old as fuck.
That's what it's 100 years old. This building.
That door.
That's what I don't know what the door is, but it's 100 years old. This building. But that's the thing with the landlord is he should be doing that. I think he just doesn't want to. That's a reason to strike. But I don't think that's a reason to strike.
Like, it's
But
crazy. You got to run down from your apartment to let people inside too.
Yeah, that is some bullshit. I never even thought about that, man.
Or have you ever seen that elsewhere?
I have to do that every time.
Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of reasons to do it. He is a very shady guy. I don't want my business thinking I have 2 sisters. You know what I mean? I don't want him starting rumors like that. The dude's like, you know, it's, you know what I mean? He's starting rumors that this guy's banging his sister. Like, that's 2 rumors I got to deal with, you know? And he's, you know, if he'll do that, what else will he do?
You also have a mother.
Thank God. Thank God.
Don't want rumors about that either.
No. That I have a mother?
Or a dad.
I got 2 of those.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
Don't
mean,
let that get around.
yeah, so I'm at a dilemma. What do you think I should do?
I think you should strike.
What do you guys think I should do? Let me know. Should I rent strike? I got to be honest with you. It gives me a raging boner to rent strike. I'm literally like, fucking yeah.
Use the money.
You're bricked up.
Yeah,
Use the
dude, for
money
real.
from your rent strike to buy a billboard.
Yeah. Or another camera.
Or another camera.
Guys.
We need one of those.
We're poor.
You guys just
podcast-wise.
You guys just kind of took me out of doing it now, because now I think you guys don't want me to do the rent strike for the right reasons, and you want it for your own personal gain.
No, it's for your personal gain.
This was a moral thing that I came to you
I'm
with,
trying
and
to
you
help
said,
you
"How does it
achieve
help
your
me?"
dreams.
I don't like this ganging up, because here's what I said. Here's what I said. I said, here's a moral dilemma I have, and you said you should buy a billboard. You should buy a camera. That's what just happened. There's nothing ifs, ands, or buts about
But
it.
you
I said
could
I have
buy
a moral
both with
dilemma. You
one
said
rent strike.
That's true.
I could, and I agree, and I want. I like the ideas. I just don't like that you guys are coming at it with that way, and not like, what's the moral
I already
answer?
gave you the moral one, and we want you to get your door fixed.
I'm giving you more
And
reasons.
now, we're not gonna like dissuade.
I just don't believe any. You guys are scum to me now. I don't even agree. I can't even look at you.
I'm trying to help you achieve your dreams. I'm trying to help you achieve your New Year's resolutions.
That's not my dreams. Yeah, that's my New Year's resolution. You're trying to help me achieve
a
my New Year's
dream.
resolution.
It's a dream.
Always wanted to buy a billboard.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, please tell us what I should do. I mean, I'm kind of down to do it. I'm super nervous about it though. I got about 2 weeks to decide. Really
Have
excited.
you ever done another like group action where it was like everybody else is doing it, so I should do it?
Almost all my actions. Almost all my actions are
Pretty
that
much
way.
all of them.
Yeah. I would be a trendsetter to not do the rent strike at this point. There's 5 yeses.
You should pay everybody's rent.
But I did also find I did also find this one building. I went to a party in this building, and it was during like when COVID was like, you shouldn't be doing this, but vaccines were around, and the first vaccine, and we didn't know like how strong the vaccine was. So I got the first one, and I was like, I'm good to go. And I went to this place, and they told me it was like this warehouse, and they were like, we haven't paid rent in 6 months, because it was like an art warehouse, art studio.
Now they own it.
And it only worked because it was a complete units. It was the whole unit that agreed and actually followed through. Like, I think if one of them would have paid rent, they would have had an easier time evicting them, because they're like, you're not the only one, or one domino falls and that's how it happens,
Yeah.
So like, I almost feel like I have to do it for it to work. Everybody has to do it, If I don't do it,
how
I'm
does
gonna fuck them
squatters'
all up.
rights work? You have to like, if all of you didn't pay rent for like 6 months, do you just get to keep it?
No idea, man. No idea.
That's like one of those laws that I always hear about, but I'm
Doesn't
not.
seem like it's real.
Yeah, it seems
like citizens
fake.
arrest.
Yeah,
So like you can just
that's not a
arrest
real
a person.
thing.
Yeah, I think it is. I think there's like a legal statute where you can do it, but it's like super specific. Like it's like I don't even know, but I think it's like a real thing. But it's really just kind of like you're sitting on a guy till a cop comes.
Did you ever learn about those? I think they were called like blue laws or something. Like back in the day, like laws that are like still around, but they're so stupid because.
Oh yeah, like you can't hunt ducks from an airplane. Like when back
you
in
can't
the
have
day.
like a pickle in your left pocket in Delaware or something like
Really?
that. I don't.
That seems like something
It's
Delaware would
definitely
be up to.
something like that.
I know in Florida you can't tie an alligator to a fire hydrant.
Yeah, that's mean.
Yeah, you shouldn't do it. But I think it's a funny idea to where like you tie an alligator to a fire hydrant, and then the building across from it you like set on fire, and then all the firemen show up and they're like, what the fuck are we doing with this alligator?
How are we gonna get around this gator?
alligator? Yeah, I mean, that if you wanted to be a villain, that'd be a great You set a building on fire, and then you tie an alligator to the fire hydrant that would be able to save that building. So everybody in the building dies and crashes because the firemen couldn't get. They're like, I gotta fucking deal
Well,
with
you
this
know they
gator.
got water in the truck, right?
So you're telling me that trucks are riding around with water in them?
Yeah,
A lot?
yeah.
A lot of water.
Yeah,
So
a lot. They only use the hydrants to fill up the truck.
Whoa! No way. So wait a minute.
It's mostly water.
So a whole bit. Okay, we're in New York. We're in
I got a
Manhattan.
big-
We've got a fucking 100-story skyscraper burning to the ground. One truck, maybe not one truck, but
Well, that's why they need more.
well, you're right. I was about to say maybe not one truck, but they just fucking let the fire. They just fucking flame water the fire forever
Water the
until
fire.
it's out of the. Or is it just like a continuous flow? You know what I mean?
They fill it. Yeah, they fill
Like
it with
continuously.
At
the,
this point, I'm guessing. I know truck has water. I know they use fire.
hoses.
No fire.
Truck?
What is
Men.
this called now?
Trucks.
Men, firemen.
Hoses.
The thing that we were talking about, the fire hydrants.
Fire hydrants,
Yes.
okay.
They use those to fill up the truck.
That's wild.
I don't know if they ran out of water in the truck, if they just go directly from the. I would
Alfred,
assume they just go
right in.
yeah.
Tell us how they do that, Alfred,
Yeah.
specifically.
Or anybody else that happens to be a firefighter or
Yeah.
knows a lot about firefighters.
Yeah, I think we had a viewer who was like a.
But I would
junior
assume
firefighter.
you're not going to go from hydrant to truck to fire. You'd probably, if you ran out of water, just go straight from hydrant to fire. At that point,
Yeah,
that would make sense. To
that
me.
makes sense to me.
Otherwise, they're like, "Fuck, we gotta wait 20 minutes for this
Yeah,
truck
gotta
to fill
up
up."
this truck. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's wild. Anyway, man, that was a good dilemma. I will keep you posted. It is interesting. I do also feel a bit nervous about doing it because there is video evidence of me letting in said crackhead. So that does kind of, if I'm like, hey, he's like, why aren't you paying rent? And I go, there's crackheads in the building. He'd be like, yeah, you put
let
him
him
there,
in.
Yeah, exactly. So I am a bit nervous about that as
You
well.
made him a spare key.
Dude, why the fuck? Dude, and you know what's so annoying about this is this whole thing started where they were like, hey, we're going to put a camera in there for privacy. And I was like, how'd you get my number? And like this group chat I didn't volunteer for. The person who I like paid the money to get in the room, like put me in this group chat and they're like, we value privacy. That's why I put a camera and stole your phone information. I was like, I hate this so much, man. Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm sure I'm too lenient on the crackheads. I'm sure. I don't know why I got a soft spot for them. But I just think they're trying to ruin their lives. That's the thing. Like, I think that they're trying to ruin their lives. And I think that's the wrong way to go about it. We gotta, I hope they're down with the landlord, but
Can't we just replace crack with espresso?
I don't know, man. I've never done crack.
That guy didn't look like.
No, that's what I'm saying. He just looked like a guy. Like that's what
Why
made me
was he
so
laying
mad,
on the
dude.
ground that one time? I feel like crack. You're like, let's go.
Well, maybe it wasn't crack he did that
day,
time.
yeah.
But he
Maybe
did
it depends
in the
on
video.
how far within the building he makes it. Like if he just makes he kind of looked disappointed when he pulled the crack out that one time.
Angela's watching fucking YouTube over here.
But you know,
while
it's
we're
like
trying to
in
produce a
that video,
podcast.
he gets into the mail room and then he tries the other door and then he's like, damn, can't get in. Pulls out the crack in a puff of disappointment.
Yeah, he does.
Whereas maybe if he made it into the actual building, he's like, that's when heroin comes out or something.
Well, there is the little underneath portion of my building where I have seen people do heroin there, and they did block that off, and it did work. And I think that's really interesting because all they did was put like a wooden sign like don't do heroin in here, but that worked. They were like, oh, I guess I can't.
Well, I mean, if I was doing heroin and I saw a sign that specifically said, don't do
it
heroin,
here?
I'd like,
Yeah.
I should not do heroin right here.
Yeah,
I should do heroin in
Heroin
any
over
other
there.
place
Yeah,
that
yeah.
says,
It
it does
worked.
not say don't do
it
heroin.
really worked. But it is funny in the group chat. They're going like, I'm gonna put a sticker out there that's like, hey, you're being watched. And I was like, the dude looks down the barrel of the camera, does crack and leaves. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. You're doing it all wrong.
You got to specifically say, don't smoke crack right here.
This guy with the red jacket.
Yeah, hey,
you got to
red
call him
jacket
out.
man.
Ideally, yeah. Anyway, go ahead, man. You got a video for us, or
Kind of.
yeah? I
Do
mean,
you want to look at more feet?
I'm always down. Wait,
I wish there was a camera on your face right there.
I'm always down, I guess, to do that. Go ahead.
Hi, boys and girls. I have my wife exfoliating my feet, and she looks up to me and she says, Put the lotion in the basket. Is that funny or what?
That's love, man.
Yeah, I'm happy for that guy.
That's absolute love, you know? Like, that's what Greg's looking for. Greg needs that woman
Yeah.
or man to do
Man,
that.
I've been loving these videos today. All very like happy.
Yeah, we did kind of steer away from like I'm bleeding, I'm running from the police officers. We did kind of get away from that a little bit. I think that's all you can hope for in life, though. Like
Imagine rubbing those feet and being so in love with that person that you're like, I'm gonna make a little
they're
joke.
both joking.
Yeah.
They're both like they're happy. You know, that's all you can ask for. I think that's very pure. Normally the feet stuff we show, especially the bloated feet like that, are kind of depressing. You think like diabetes. You think like blood sugar imbalances. Like Greg. You think about depressing things, and that one though was like, if I find that, none of the rest of it matters, right?
Yeah, my feet could be whatever.
So you don't even need them. Well,
girl, you make it so my feet could be whatever.
Oh wow, dude, that's put on a little card.
Yeah, that's nice.
Girl, you make my. I don't know why we say like girl, like that's how we address. Like we're not addressing
girl.
None of us are addressing ladies like that. We're not going, hey girl, like we're not doing that.
Lady.
We're doing like, do you think that you could put this Aquaphora on my toes? Like,
actually, I do say that to my girlfriend though.
Girl?
Yeah, sup, girl.
What does she say? Does she answer you ever?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Nice.
She was like, what?
And I go, hey, lady.
Hey, lady.
Hey, lady.
Rub some of this lotion on my toesy woesies.
My feet's are dry.
Yeah,
I
that's
say that a lot.
That's tough though, man. I mean, imagine though. Also, not only does she do it for him, is that because it's love, or is that because he can't do it on his own? Do you think there'll be a day where you can't touch your toes?
Oh no, it's definitely because he can't touch his toes.
For sure.
Yeah.
I
Hopefully
can't tell.
not, but
we didn't see like his whole body, so I can't tell if his body is equally as big as his feet.
No, he's a large man. I follow this guy.
You've seen his body?
Yeah,
Okay.
He's a nice guy. He really is.
He seems sweet.
Yeah,
He seems like a little lovable
He
boy.
always greets everyone. Hey, boys and girls, how's it going today? I had a hot dog today. See you later.
Oh, I love when they do that. They just kind of tell you about your day, and then they're like, "That's the."
He tweets.
I also
TikTok. He tweets TikToks.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
I like also the idea that like so usually the people like that they're probably like bedridden and they can't really like move, which means the odds of them finding work are like slim. So that woman is also probably the breadwinner in the family as well. And like, what a saint, dude. Just like helping this man do it like a disability, like better person than me. I could not do it. Like I don't know if that's just me. Maybe I could if it's the right person.
You see
but
those tweets that are kind of
so
like
sad,
popular
dude.
right now? I don't think I can quote one, but it's something along the lines of like, my wife works a 9 to 5, takes care of our 3 kids, was learning to play the guitar. I come home and she's still like washing the car or something, like just basically like my wife does everything kind of things, but it's gotten like kind of crazy and people are like, making jokes out of it.
I haven't seen it, but
I'll
that's
try to send you one.
It's true though. People are busy, man. I don't know how like parents do it. Like I thought about my mom too. Like when she was kind of like a single mom. Like when my parents got divorced, and she's like thinking about it now. Like how much like I work from my house for like 7 hours, hate it, and then make a podcast. I'm like, I did so much today. My mom like went to her job where it was full of kids. Taught them how to read. Picked me up from school. Drove home, cooked me a dinner,
Taught you how to read.
taught me how to read, like all this bullshit. And I'm like, man, this like once a month podcast is like way too much for me. We got to take a break, So it's impressive, man. I mean, I don't know how they do it.
This episode goes out to all those
Shout out to strong women and moms and lovable guys.
Mom heroes and lovable
boys,
chubby boys,
like chubby feet boys.
Yeah, chubby feet boys.
If you got opinions on the rent strike, if you want to see me rub Tyler's toes down, write us in, tell us about it, let us know. We are looking forward to it.
Please write us in about the rubbing my feet thing, please.
All right, cool. Channel 1 News signing off.